So we've got another product review for this video, and in this video we're doing gunpowder green. So I was a little skeptical, I'm gonna be honest, at first, because this sounded like it was a really strong black tea to me, or like a really strong or overpowering green tea, but it was not at all. I was impressed. I really was. So anyway, so this one, it was the 1 ounce one, which I think most of them come in a 1 ounce if I'm not mistaken, and the larger, I think it was like 3.5 ounces, which was the one I got the honey bush in. So this one, it says come and take it, as it's little, I guess it's like a nickname for them. Like I said, I think that's really cool. But anyways, its number is 203. Its flavor profile is, it says fire, mineral, and nut. It's really interesting. So it does say hot brew, 8 ounces of water, 185 Fahrenheit, half a tablespoon, and 3 minutes steep time. Now, okay, yes, it says naked green. It is caffeinated, so if you don't like caffeinated teas, then you might want to pass this one up because it is caffeinated. The ingredients: organic green tea, and let's see, it also is USDA organic, as you can see. The description says, this tightly rolled green leaves, which resemble gunpowder, brew into a smoky, sweet, smooth cup reminiscent of pipe tobacco, with roasted nuts and a mineral finish. This is a green tea intro for black tea lovers. So this, okay, so I do agree with that. This one, it says it is a great green tea intro for black tea lovers. Now, I've already tasted black tea before, but if you wanted to get into black tea, then yes, I would recommend gunpowder green tea. Brew up this hardy green and come out guns blazing. So I will admit, gunpowder green tea, that sounds like a very fascinating tea. But like I said, I was skeptical at first, but I'm glad I tried it anyway. So, like I said, once again, my handy dandy flashcard notes. So with gunpowder green tea, the flavor profile to me, what I tasted when I first tasted it without the sweetener, was smoky, slightly grassy, and earthy. So they weren't joking about that smoky part, but it's not like an overpowering smoky. It's like a gentle, subtle smoky. I feel like I use those words a lot, but that's the best way I can describe, how it's like, it's a really subtle taste. It's not like a, overpowering thing. So, like I said, smoky, but not overpowering. So there's a taste. I can't quite put my finger on how to describe it. Like green tea, just regular old green tea, it has this particular flavor profile. And you might know what I'm talking about if you've ever drank green tea before, or you've drank it like multiple times. But it has this taste that I cannot quite describe. And I feel like that same taste was in the gunpowder green tea, but more subtle. And I do like that flavor profile, but not in the same intensity that it is found in a lot of green teas. But in this one, it wasn't as intense, and that made it taste even better to me. So I was like, this is magnificent. But yeah, it is like black tea. So to me, it's like black tea, but smoother, if that makes sense, and softer, more subtle. I've never tasted tobacco before, but if I had to say, oh, this tastes like tobacco, I would definitely say that this has a slight tobacco taste. But like I said, I've never tasted tobacco before. So take that how you will. A slight earthy, grassy taste, as I said before, and like how you would think, I guess, gunpowder would probably taste. I'm pretty sure if you actually tasted gunpowder, first of all, don't do that because it probably tastes nasty. But if you think, like, I feel like whenever I drank it, I thought of gunpowder, not just because of the name, but because of the taste. And I just thought that was pretty interesting. So yeah, it is a tea that I think if you want to try black teas, if you've never tried black teas before, to get you eased in, that's definitely a tea you should try. And again, of course, as I said before, talk to your healthcare provider before you do any of this stuff. Make sure you check in with them. Some people, they just dive head first, which that's kind of me, but I'm gonna tell you to check with your healthcare provider, your doctor, whoever tells you, oh yeah, it's okay for you to drink that. you've got no allergic reactions, it's not going to help, interfere with your health or nothing like that, talk to them first, okay? Before you do that. Now, as I said before, I was going to show you guys the sweetener that I like to use, and this, make sure I face it right. This is the sweetener that I like to use. So this is premium quality organic stevia extract sweetener, pure and 100% natural, 0 calories, and non-bitter stevia, and it's by a company called Omica Organics, and it is USDA organic approved. Now, okay, the ingredients say organic stevia leaf extract. So I think the thing with stevia, so a lot of people, and I have tasted like other stevias and I get it, there's actually one company, they're a very good company too if you want to try them. I think they're called Organic Traditions, I think, if I'm not mistaken. I'm going to try and find something by them to show in one of these videos. They're a very, very clean company. And they do have, unless they discontinued it, which I don't think they did, but it's been a while since I've checked out their stuff. But they do have a stevia. They have a stevia powder. And it is like literal stevia. Like they took the stevia and powderized it. And it's like, I don't want to say like raw stevia, but it's like stevia. And it's a great natural sweetener, organic sweetener, especially if you're diabetic and you don't want your blood sugar to spike. But it does have a slight bitter taste, and that's what turns a lot of people off where stevia is concerned. That bitter taste, that bitter aftertaste. But with this, I don't know what they've done to it, but somehow they've managed to make it to where it's not bitter, basically. And if you look at some organic, like, I think like some organic powders, like protein powders, or like green powders, or like red powders, they do have stevia extract in them. But there's like a certain, I think like molecule or a certain like component in them that if you extract it, you can get rid of that like bitter taste. And that's the only thing that made me a little bit skeptical about this, because like, usually when it's not like green, more than likely they've done something to it to like, make it taste a certain kind of way. But with these guys, and they do say they're organic, and I think for the most part all they've done is, like I said, isolated that particular component to make it, to get rid of that bitter taste. So that's why I like these guys. Now, this is very sweet, so don't just go take a whole spoonful and dump it in your tea or coffee, because just don't do that. Anyway, so I don't know where to find these, but I got these from the local health food store in my hometown. So they came in threes, and one is a dash, which is the larger one. One says pinch, and one says smidgen. Now, I've been using the smidgen one. As you can see, it's very small. Now, it's got, it's got some of the stevia on it, because I've, of course, been using it, and I only use this for that. But, like I said, I don't know where to find these online. I found these at my local organic store. And I use the smallest one. Scoop it. And I don't even do, not like a heaping scoop, but like a scoop for every 8 ounces. Well, I'd say 8 to 12 ounces. Now that even might be a little bit much, but doing it that way has lasted me. That little small bottle has lasted me like a year. Probably over a year, really. About a year, I'd say, by doing it this way. Now, if you want to, you can take one of those like knives and like scoop like a little at the tip of the knife, but it's up to you. You have to decide how much you want in your tea and coffee. And they do have liquid versions, like liquid drop versions. So I feel like it may be more easier. It might be easier to, dictate how much you put in there with the drops. I think I had tasted something with the drops in it, and I didn't like it that much. So I encourage you to try the drops in the liquid, well, the drops in the powder, to see which one works for you. Okay. Good luck trying to find these if you want to. I might try to look them up and see if I can find them or something like that. But yeah, that's how I measure it. Like I said, it is very sweet, and you don't want to put like a lot in your stuff. So that's how that is. And yep, so I'll have some more videos, more product reviews in the future. So stay tuned.